As an Egyptian-born Christian, I always wanted to understand my family's religious roots.
Amen.
A faith that shaped my father and his pioneer missionary career. I returned to my father's place of birth to learn more. There, I discover a history I never knew before. For thousands of years, the people here married and raised their children. Very few ventured far beyond this village. And so it would be this one, and that's my father right there. My father became the first Christian missionary ever to be sent from Egypt anywhere, let alone to the rough terrain of Sudan, where my siblings grew up.
That sounds completely so much fun, having hippopotamuses greet you every morning.
And you would have loved it.
I would have been dead.
In my search, I find a treasure, a testament of faith that has endured for generations.
I feel very emotional. I feel very emotional being here.
Today, I travel to Egypt, my father's birthplace, a remote village 150 miles south of Cairo.
We're on our way to El Garf Sarhan, which is in the south. It's an area that's called Saidi in Arabic, which means south, but it's another word for village people. So part of finding out my family heritage is to actually go to the village and to see what my life should have been like being there. My father is already there, my sister's already there. A lot of mixed feelings because this is probably the last time my father will visit his hometown. So I'm excited, I'm nervous, and curious to see what we're gonna find there.
We drive south along the Nile to what is called Upper Egypt because of the higher elevation. We stop and ask for directions. My father grew up in an unremarkable village, hardly anyone's heard of.
We're gonna try to find this little village that no one seems to know about, that I've heard about all my life. انت عارفة فين الغرب؟ على طول مش من هنا. طيب شكرا. Finally, after maybe 3-4 hours of driving, we found El Garf Sarhan, my father's hometown. So welcome. As you can see, there's not much that has changed in maybe 100 years. Donkeys pulling watermelon, vendors on the streets. It's a farm community, and it is my beginnings.
And all people here are friendly and you're your relatives.
Yes, I know you're my relatives, and I want to get to know everyone here better because this is where my father is from.
Your father here?
Swalim Hanin. Swalim Sirhom. Assis Swalim.
Assis, in Arabic, means pastor. Everyone here knows my father left 70 years ago to attend high school, college, and later seminary. But they too have little idea of the impact he made on the Egyptian Christian church in Egypt.
My dad told me that your family left this village for a long time.
El Garf Sarhan community consists of 17,000 people, and only 1,000 of them are Christian. My father recalls the unique history behind its name.
It's called El Garf Sarhan. Does that mean anything?
El Garf means the riverside. It is on the riverside of the Nile because in the flood days, the 40 days of the year, the water came all the way to the Jarf. And sometimes when it was a very heavy flood, the streets were full of water.
Something about having my father live in El Garf Sarhan is that I have many relatives. None of them I've met before. So I'm just gonna say that everyone here is my cousin.
My 85-year-old Aunt Afaf, my father's only living sister, cannot imagine any life past this village. Yet, she asked about each family member now living in America. Many she never met.
And he had another sister. He had the sister